Welcome to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. If you're passionate about Central Florida theme parks like we are, then you've come to the right place. Now on to the show. Here's your host, Bill Balcerski.
Universal Disney Nuts, I am Bill, your host. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get that in before they interrupted me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tiki Bar, UDN Live.
No, we were actually going to behave ourselves because you weren't.
I couldn't trust you. This is like the third podcast in a row you guys were plotting on me.
I know, but you weren't feeling well today, so we were going to,
The holiday edition
yay!
Of UDN Live.
That was our
Merry
gift
Christmas,
to you.
Everyone.
This will be our last podcast before the holiday season, so we wanted to wish everyone a very, very happy and healthy holiday season. Tanya got her Christmas present a little early yesterday. We decided, well, I decided.
I was going to say, this was a total surprise for me.
We got
to go along.
I did. Yay me.
We are going back home for the holidays this year, so we're not going to be down here. So
Already at the Tiki Bar.
yeah, I wanted to give, just clean it up after you're done.
Maybe.
I wanted to give Tanya a special Christmas present. So we started out with some flowers yesterday, which was nice, little Christmas flowers.
Very
and then
beautiful.
we went to Haleo at Disney Springs. We had dinner there. Not so much. Not so much. And then the big surprise.
We went to go see Drawn to Life.
Drawn to Life, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
And those of you who do not know, Drawn to Life is the new Cirque du Soleil show at Disney Springs. And it was absolutely amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
If I can tell anybody that's out there, if you're coming to Central Florida and you're going to Disney Springs and you have a chance to see Drawn to Life, it is worth every single dime you're going to spend on it. That has got to be the single best show that I have seen in decades.
Even from the previous Saturday?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Far and away.
Yes.
Poor Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy's a concert. This is like more of a show,
Yeah,
right? So
it's hard to compare the two.
but we have seen a lot of Vegas shows, a
Yeah.
lot of Cirque du Soleil Vegas shows. I mean, we can rattle them off. Ra.
I just want to see O.
O is amazing. Ka. Did I say Ra? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. My voice is a little hoarse, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I am definitely not 100% today. So, but we have seen a lot of Vegas shows, and I will tell you that this one killed it.
The best one so far with its clothes on?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to pay extra for those. But the integration between Cirque du Soleil and Disney was
the Disney
phenomenal.
Imagineering. Yeah,
I want to see it.
Killed it. I mean,
and they were making fun of Frozen. They were making fun of
Well,
Lion
that already
King.
did it for me.
I mean, it was such a
it was
great,
really
great
neat
show.
the way they introduced a lot of the Disney characters and Disney music into the Cirque du Soleil show. I mean,
It intertwined nicely.
Yeah, it really did.
In the meantime, while everybody else is freezing in the country, we are nice and toasty.
Yeah,
A little
it
too
was in
toasty
the
at times.
Mid-80s today.
Mid-80s here in Central Florida.
When I walked out the door at 6 a.m., it was like 71 degrees or 74, something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to be kidding me.
It
Yeah.
was warm today.
It was very warm today, and the rest of the country is starting to feel the bite of winter.
Bring it on.
Meanwhile, the only thing we're salting down here is our margaritas, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we live here.
That's why Bill lives here. Let's be honest. I don't mind a little cold.
Yeah, when we go back to home to Jersey.
I'm gonna be
Oh my God! Please take pictures.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be.
I want to see him crying like a little girl in the corner. It's so cute.
He's gonna have his hat and his gloves and his long.
Hey, listen,
underwear.
He's gonna look like the little kid from the Christmas Story, all wrapped up with his mitts. I gotta pee.
Hypothermia is not a joking matter, sir. I'm just saying.
Well, with you it is.
Well, okay, fair enough. But Haleho was
What'd you call me?
Haleho?
Haleo.
Haleo.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. I got to be honest with you. I hate to say it like that. You know, Tanya and I was looking forward to eating there since it opened.
Yeah.
And
So it was your first time.
It was our
It
first
was.
time. And I think we probably just like built it up so much in our heads. Like when it was in the process of opening, they we had walked in the one day and we were talking
looked
to
nice
one of
and
the
stuff.
managers, and the manager was super nice and very personable, and we had the opportunity to talk to him, and he gave us a little tour and everything.
That's cool.
So we were really looking forward to sitting down and and finally eating there, and
we were disappointed.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm scheduled for Christmas to go with Michelle and the family.
Well,
I mean,
as
it
of
was
now.
good, but it didn't wow us.
Yeah.
And we
See.
were expecting wow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And I'm not going in with the wow, so maybe
Yeah.
I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
And they've eaten there before without me, so.
Well, this is the second restaurant that we really got disappointed with. The first one, I think, was Big Fire.
Yes.
Like, we were really expecting Big Fire at City Walk to be
But you
really,
were not
really
a
special.
weird time on that one. Like, you caught it.
Like right during COVID or something.
Yeah, you
I can't
caught it out
remember.
of, like, right when things were shutting down or whatever, so yours was an odd time. But Big Fire is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. We weren't impressed with Big Fire at all. Like
my salad was good.
there are similarities because the one thing about Big Fire we enjoyed was that s'mores, make your own s'mores thing.
the
With the
dessert.
Reese cup. I will never eat normal. I don't like s'mores at all, but doing it with a Reese cup has changed, especially Michelle. It's changed
Has
her forever,
changed the
too.
game,
Oh,
right?
yeah. She's like, a Reese cup. I can't do regular
our
chocolate.
favorite part of Big Fire was the dessert. And
Yeah.
our favorite part of Leo was the
dessert as well. They had this pineapple, right? It was a quartered pineapple. And they had chopped up the pineapple and then soaked it in rum. And it was phenomenal.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's
rum,
smashed
lime,
pineapple.
and mint.
It was
So good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I look forward to whenever they open that, what is it, Beatrix that's going to go next door between where Bongo's kind of set? If they
I
ever
don't
decide to build
know.
it.
Well, all of the signs are off it now.
Really?
Apparently they ran into some issues while they were closed for COVID.
Wow.
So I'm not sure that that's ever going to open.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The
But-
menu looked good on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. More healthy option.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much on Haleo. We weren't feeling it. Speaking about not so much, we had talked about this on our last podcast about the promotional video that Disney released about the
Yes.
Halcyon.
I never got to
see it.
I saw bits and pieces
well,
of it.
you're
and
not going
I
to
know.
now.
I'm sure somewhere somebody captured it.
well,
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sure.
still go on YouTube and see it. Like they took it down, but that was like Disney official took it down. There's people that
Every theme park
recorded it
Yeah,
and-
that
you know what I
take it
mean?
a little bit too serious on. They got to
Right.
have it.
So obviously, whether or not you joined us for our last podcast, we talked about the promotional video for the Halcyon Star Wars Hotel that's being built here in Walt Disney World. And typically these promotion videos tend to spark a lot of hype
Oh, it's
And-
typo, right?
and generate a lot of revenue. But yeah, this time, not so much.
Not the hype Disney wanted.
So Disney has deleted the Prime video for their Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel from their social media accounts following the backlash after the release. Now, if you don't know what happened, they released this video. It was very uninspiring. They promoted the video as live, real stuff from the hotel. No one liked the video. And that sparked a whole group of people that had reservations for this hotel to cancel their reservations.
Yeah.
Like straight up, nope.
But
It was very mediocre.
Be fair, but also to be fair, it was also around the same time that people were within like their 90 days to be able to cancel without penalty.
Some of them weren't,
right,
though.
but they saw the video and were motivated to cancel.
Well, yes, but then there's also people who were probably, we want to do this, and then realize like, oh, wait a minute,
that they don't want to shell out the $5,000 it's going to cost to stay there for 2 days.
So I think people, booked it thinking that okay, well we might do this.
Yeah.
And then they decide,
I don't think there's
I'm going to cancel.
I don't think there's that many people that are doing that, though. I think they saw this video and said, if that's what that is, I want no part of it.
Yeah, because I heard it didn't meet expectations for a lot of people.
As you know, the Galactic Star Cruiser opens up March of 2022. Disney first shocked fans when they released the Star Wars Hotel's extremely high prices. The 2-day experience, and it's only a 2-day experience, cost between $4,800 and $6,000 for 4 guests. While the hotel has received some backlash for the pricing, there's even more backlash now because of this promotional video that actually shows the hotel. So the video features Disney Imagineer Amy Johnson and Goldberg star Sean Gabaron.
I don't know. I never watched TV.
I got nothing. But the video...
Probably the kid.
Yeah, it was the kid. The video quickly racked up numerous dislikes and comments from viewers slamming the hotel for its seemingly cheap look and choosing a non-Star Wars star to promote it. This caused mass cancellations of reservations. Disney has now elected to delete the video from its Twitter and YouTube account. Up to this day, they have not talked about it at all. Not a word from Disney. No statement, no addressing about the missing video, even though that they're getting pressed left and right. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, So while they haven't explained anything, many are assuming as it was in response to the backlash from the video. So it remains to be seen if a new video is going to come out. Listen, Disney is in damage control mode right now because they thought they were going to release this video and then reservations were going to skyrocket. And it's done the exact opposite. Now, if I was paying $6,000 for a 2-night stay, that video better wow me.
Yeah.
It better wow me. And it hasn't wowed anybody. It was cheaply made. They said that they didn't think that it was very good. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them if I was putting out that kind of money for a 2-night stay.
And until March, we really won't know until true live videos come out from it.
Yeah. And could you imagine if they start disappointing people right out of the gate?
Ooh.
Bro. Like the Titanic, bro.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. I mean,
people, it's going to be like rats jumping off a sinking ship, man. Like that, they're going to get that first burst of people trying to get in there to see what it's all about. And then if they disappoint, you might as well shut that hotel down. For that price point, there's no way. Bro.
It'll be the Fast and Furious of Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Disney also announced this week that they're park swapping. They are starting to make some annual maintenance to these water parks, right? They're trying to get them ready for the summertime.
Yep.
And as you know, Blizzard Beach has been open and Typhoon Lagoon has been shut down. We had strong concerns about Typhoon Lagoon because of its condition.
Yep.
It was not in good condition. And when we saw aerial footage of the water park, it had very green water. And we're like, this is not
clean.
Yeah, I get it, but
quickly
still
drain, spray it down, and and I mean,
So-
there's blue tints there were anyways when you would come down from like Studios and Animal Kingdom to head towards Springs, you could look over and kind of see the blue and like kind of some construction stuff. And I saw some cars turning in there. I had to be out there. I used it as a cut through on Wednesday last week. I could see people turning in there probably for work purposes. So, I mean, stuff's being done.
Kona joins the podcast. What's up, buddy?
Kona's just like, what are you doing?
What's up, bud? You want to jump on the mic?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It's like, just shut up and pet me. Pet me, fat man.
So what they're doing now is Disney has announced they're reopening the water park January 2nd. That is Typhoon Lagoon. And then they're going to shut down Blizzard Beach. So they're doing a swap. So
that's about right what they usually do.
Yep. Blizzard Beach is going to stay closed till the springtime of 2022. And during that time period where Blizzard Beach is getting serviced, Typhoon Lagoon is going to be open for guests. Yep. So, and truth be told, I like Typhoon Lagoon a little bit better than Blizzard Beach.
Never been to Blizzard, and it's been forever since Typhoon.
I said
it's been a while,
Fight me.
But I like Typhoon Lagoon better than Blizzard.
All I remember is I made the
It's
mistake.
smaller, though.
Yeah.
Typhoon Lagoon is smaller, but
It's been years. I made the mistake of toting my snorkel and my fins there, thinking I could use them in the shark reef, and I had to put them in the locker because they gave you ones. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
yeah, they won't allow you to wear your
No,
own.
and I got dropped off there, so I didn't have a choice to do anything with them.
That sucks.
It did.
So Disney has also announced that they're returning some of the popular tours.
Yay!
Part of the Enchanted Extras collection in 2022. Tours that are returning are the Keys to the Kingdom at Magic Kingdom.
Nice.
Yay! We still need to do that.
Well, we're about ready to be popular. We got both up here.
Wow, Simba joins the
Wow,
podcast.
Simba.
What's up, buddy?
Very exciting.
I know.
Jesus, they just don't want us to be alone. Disney's Animal Kingdom, Caring for Giants, the Wild Africa Trek.
Yes,
That was
so
cool. Have you done that? The
No.
Wild Africa Trek? It's like the background scenes. It's like the backstage tour of the safari at Animal Kingdom.
I've seen kind of what it is, and then you go out to that outpost way out there, and I think you get food or something.
And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, they used to do
You get
lunch, but I think
bugs or
it's
whatever it
snacks
is, I
now,
don't
right?
know.
Absolutely phenomenal. It was a very cool experience. If you get a chance to do it, check out the Wild Africa Trek. Up close with the rhinos.
I want to do that.
Yeah, they're bringing that back. And
I
then
want to pet a rhino. I don't know if they actually let us
Savor-
pet a rhino, but I want to pet a rhino.
not high on my bucket list, but okay. And then Savor the Savannah, which is lunch at that.
Oh, okay.
That would
The
be kinda
little
cool out
outpost.
there.
Yeah. I would see you doing that too.
Tours will be available for booking and returning beginning February 6th,
Woohoo!
2022.
We need to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I've always wanted to do that.
I got nothing. I don't even know what it is.
It's like backstage look of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You can see how excited Kona is.
Mm,
I always
yeah,
wanted to do
fell
the train
asleep.
one, but I didn't want to be there at like 6 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
because they actually take you back to the transportation where the train is. They show it getting,
Oh, wow.
no
Prepped
pun
and
intended,
ready.
lubed up and ready to go out. And then they would take you on a tour before the guests actually got in the park, and then you were in there. I always
Oh,
thought that'd be
that's
cool, but I'm like, I am not getting up at that time. I already do that as it is for
Yeah.
work.
Right? So, Dave, you have a lot of explaining to do, sir.
Your Facebook page?
Besides, well,
Because you've been blasted, sir.
that was very well done, though.
For those of you who don't know, Bill is back from a
Facebook
30-day
jail.
Facebook jail.
And Bill got 30 days of blasting of Facebook jail memes.
And that's his third 30-day ban.
Yeah, it's my 5th ban total.
Yeah.
People don't like the truth.
Bill's got goals. Yeah, please don't do it again. I ran out of memes almost. I got to the point I was going to meme generators.
While I was banned on Facebook, our loving, dear innovator Jen decides to hit me with the Christmas stuff.
Songs and everything.
She did Christmas songs. And
She
I did
did
Facebook
Christmas,
jails.
and then Dave does the Facebook jail memes.
Yep.
And I just got pounded by both of them there for a while.
But I was consistent. You got one every day with me.
That's true. And some of them were classic. Some of them were just awesome. So
And your loving wife didn't do anything.
you liked them and you laughed at them. So
Well, that's true, but I
Hey, you
didn't
went back
post
and actually
anything.
don't
liked
act
quite a few of mine.
don't act like you're Little Miss Innocent here, because you
But I didn't
encouraged
post
it.
anything.
You encouraged him.
Oh, I warned you ahead of time on one of the podcasts. Guess what you're getting?
You enabled them
I didn't enable.
by liking their stuff.
I don't need enabling.
Whatever.
I'll
I was
stick
gonna
to it.
say.
Anyway, Dave, you have a lot of explaining to do because Universal Orlando, according to their website, prime parking fee is now increased to $60 a vehicle.
It's Bill Davis's retirement gift going away. He
Clearly.
needed that last one.
You got to pay Bill Davis before he walks out the door.
That's
Jesus.
for churros.
$60 a vehicle?
Yeah, I
Come
still don't
on,
understand
man.
why anybody would even pay for Prime, considering it just means you're too damn lazy to take the escalator up and down
Ding,
the
ding,
floor.
ding, 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 ding.
I've never got that. Disney, fine, because they didn't have the trams. Some people or waistlines needed the walking, not walking, however you want to do it. But
Don't go there. Don't go there.
too late. But I never got the.
No,
I'm
the
like,
Disney exec already
yeah.
went there.
like my SeaWorld
Well, great
includes
point.
it, but I park a little bit out and I'll walk it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, according to the website, not only did Prime parking fees increase to $60, which is a $10 increase from what it was, the Prime upgrade is $33. The RV bus parking is now $32, and regular parking went from $26 to $27.
And
Yeah.
Disney is still at 25, and Prime is,
Disney's
Premier
going, "Hold my beer."
is-
Yeah, exactly, man. It's only a matter of time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're 40,
Disney's going to be like, oh, $100 to park,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, they're
And,
still 20,
and we're parking the trams.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, the trams don't work, so you have to walk.
Yeah.
yeah, theirs is still 25 for general, and then for their Premier is 45 or 50 depending on the day.
No, they'll raise it by a couple of dollars, but if you want to take the tram, that's extra.
Right? I'm surprised they haven't started charging for the tram. I'm just saying.
Give them time.
No.
So, in other news that hits a little bit closer to home with Universal, Lockheed Martin has announced, well, the Orlando Business Journal covered the transaction, but we talk about Epic Universe and we talk about them frantically trying to build this thing to be ready by 2025. Between us and these two cats, I can tell you that they're not going to make it. I don't think they're going to make it. I mean, they're having problems with Kirkman left and right.
Wonder if that's why Bill jumped ship and Tom Williams ahead of time.
I don't know, but either that or they're on the Epstein flight list. But they,
I didn't want to go there.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I almost went there last time.
I'm just saying, everybody's leaving. You see all these CEOs bailing ship while there's lists of people are being released. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
But
You still have well over 3 years before.
yeah, but they're having problems with Kirkman. For those of you who don't know, I am employed by Lockheed Martin. I literally work exactly right next to Epic Universe. I have to deal with Universal on a daily basis, which
Bobcats.
is fun. Hashtag Bobcats for the win. But
Got one on
Lockheed,
property, actually, and a real one, I mean.
yeah. Ooh. Lockheed Martin made 2 sales to Universal City Development Partners on December 2nd. One was 5.25 acres
Yep.
and one was 766, right?
Yeah, the 5.25 went for 1.5 mil and the 7.66 for 1.76 for your 1.7. It's basically for the Kirkman right-of-way extension. So it's cutting right between you and...
Yeah, it's literally cutting right in between Lockheed Martin's property. But here's the thing. They're having a lot of problems with Kirkman, and they're trying to get everything resolved. This deal between Lockheed and Universal for this Kirkman project for Epic, they had to sell that land to them. So I'm surprised that Lockheed got as much as they did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like Lockheed is just selling off everything they have and they just hope that, you know, Universal brings a lot of people, because we don't want a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's the problem with us. We do a very specific job, and this specific job is not conducive to a lot of people looking at what we do.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Okay, so the problem is Orlando is just completely surrounded our property now, and it's just closing in and closing in. They just
But they're
built.
allowing it to happen.
Well, they,
Daddy.
but you got to understand that the land that was south of Lockheed Martin used to be Lockheed Martin, and
Yeah.
then the state bought it from Lockheed Martin, and now it's apartment buildings. So now we have apartment buildings. Literally, it's like the apartment building, a fence, us.
That always amazed me on that one, especially with the theme park even going there. But yeah, something I read, it said construction of the extension could reach in the excess of $30 million. It is a collaboration between Universal Resorts, Orange County, and the Florida Department of Transportation, which will feature 8 lanes, including 2 dedicated transit lanes with improvement for bicycle and pedestrians. The FDOT is currently working on a northern section of the extension, which will include an interchange with Interstate 4, which I still don't understand where that exactly is. Construction is expected to continue through spring of 2025. So basically, get used to it, Cupcake.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be, because I've seen the maps. I've been at the meetings.
Oh, I bet you have.
So I will tell you that the original Kirkman that comes down will...
Don't mind my phone.
Okay, you don't have to throw it across the bar. But the original Kirkman that comes down is going to get widened, and then it's going to
go where the exit is, right? It's going to go on that side.
Right. When you come down Kirkman, you're heading towards Sand Lake. It's going to widen, and then it's going to turn a little bit, and then it's going to head down towards Universal on the other side.
But it's not going to go where currently the big sign and underneath where only Martin is. It's going to go over on the exit side, and that's going to widen and go out that way, right?
Right.
That's what I thought.
Right. That's
well,
kind of so everything.
Hopefully, it'll stop all the stupid people from going into your property.
Well,
doubtful.
I don't know. Lockheed Martin's talking about building like 30-foot walls. I mean, they just don't want anything to do with this.
Can't trump that.
Well,
that was outstanding. Well done.
Tip your bartenders and waitresses.
Well done, Mr. Indy. Well done.
Guess who's paying for it?
Yeah. Well, it's better than spending. Never mind. Okay. So with that being said, I am going to bring Mr. Dave Indy in with your Universal news.
All right.
As I quickly chug my beer, my second beer.
Yeah, you already killed 2 of them, man.
I know.
Jeez.
Hey, they're land sharks. I'm at a tiki bar.
That's a true story.
I'm just waiting for the waitress to come back around. All right, so
Simba just walked up. So
Simba, bring me a beer.
go.
Actually, you can bring me a Powerade.
Simba beer. Now,
Yeah.
go.
Now, if you can teach your cats that, I'll really be impressed.
I'm going to start working on it.
Yeah, get on that.
Be like, Kona, go mow the lawn.
So, I haven't seen it. I don't know if y'all have, but Ghostbusters Afterlife. Y'all ever see the new one?
I have not, but one of my coworkers saw it opening day.
Did they?
He loved it.
So the director, Jason Reitman, I hope I'm saying the last name right, Reitman, wants a theme park ride for his movie. And actually, considering the new Disney cartoon, I forget what it is, begins with the E. The Spanish chick.
Encanto.
Yeah, that one. It knocked it out first place for a while, but it's Ghostbusters Afterlife is still going strong in the theaters.
I have not seen it.
Neither have I. I know kind of the logistics of it, but in an interview, he says he would like to see, and he actually says it, a ride like Hagrid's motorbike theme to Echo One. There is a scene in the movie where basically they're chasing, I guess, a ghost, and someone's sitting in a seat attached to Echo One. And they're saying they could probably retheme Hagrid's, not actually Hagrid's, but a motorcycle type ride like that with a seat to Echo One. So I would be down for something like that.
That sounds very interesting. Yeah.
So I'd like to see Universal jump on that and bring it back to life, especially if it's doing so good in the theaters.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On that one. And speaking of rides, it's kind of more of a new safety feature patent filed for it, but kind of like the ride system at Forbidden Journey, Universal's filed a new patent for a ride system, basically, instead of the hood that's over the top or roof, basically for the lighting and features to show that it's strapped down and it's good to go. They filed something to have that kind of redesigned, and a lot of people are believing this is for Epic Universe's Monsters ride that'll go in at the castle. A lot of the reasons that it's pointing to that is some of the details shows spikes attached to the top of the seat restraints over the shoulders and coils tied to the sides, which they're kind of pushing that towards the idea of it being monster themed on that one. So definitely be interesting to see on that one. Speaking of rides, anyone who likes the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train, they've now actually added safety nets in between the vehicles there. I guess too many people are trying to walk between the train cars, and they're only running one side because the Carousel is still currently under construction with some of the roof ripped out on that one. fight, fight, fight.
We're going to go battle royale here. I'm going to get a cage match between these two. Conan and Simba are going at each other.
So
that's awesome. I like that little Seuss ride. It's a nice little break.
It is. It's a little nice break on that one. It's kind of like Disney's version of Wedway in a sense. So they only got the run side running currently. And this is more happier for me, even though I haven't been there. Universal had back on the 11th announced all the way to, or I should say from now to January 2nd, Earl the Squirrel for meet and greets.
Yay, Earl the Squirrel!
Big fan of Earl the Squirrel.
I am, but he's out and about, so definitely keep your eyes open if you're at the parks for a meet and greet. And other meet and greets, this one I don't know. Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse, who's on Netflix, which just sounds wrong all together, but it's a DreamWorks cartoon, and she's there with her little cat ears and stuff. So I'm not sure who that is, but if you're at studios, there's Gabby there.
We don't have Netflix, so we certainly don't know who it is.
I don't watch cartoons.
I would imagine, though, that's going to be a new genre for Universal to get into.
Yeah, probably. And then speaking of cartoons, I'm not usually a big... I'm mentioning a lot of merchandise. I just usually say Universal's got new ones for a lot of times. But there is a Farewell Shrek 4D shirt out. Now, the front shows the logo with Shrek and Donkey behind it, but on the back of it shows their silhouettes with the words "Going far, far away," which I think is kind of funny. And I have seen it. It actually looks like a cool little shirt. I might actually have to end up with that one.
That'll do, Donkey. That'll do.
Donkey. I'm making waffles. And then over at City Walk, say the Quiet Flight Surf Shop refurb is done and the store's reopened. The store kind of looks kind of nice now. From
outstanding.
On the front side of it, it's well done. Also, speaking of changes over there, I mentioned this prior, and now it's kind of moving forward. The Groove, the sign and the lightings have been removed. Only the tower right now still stands there in front of it behind the construction walls. So it is probably definitely going away, and that may become that escape room that I've mentioned as a rumor.
Okay.
And then also in that area, the bus loop is now completely paved, and Lynx buses and resort buses now have designated spaces.
Oh, I'm sure they're happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure. And then Universal has confirmed we will not have an Eve event this year. Surprisingly enough.
Wow.
Instead, I know California does, which kind of surprised me if California's having it.
Right?
We're not, of all people. And especially since
that's bizarre.
They just tightened down their COVID restrictions over there.
Yeah, California
requirements.
have to prove.
Yeah. But
whatever.
Instead, they're having New Year's Eve menus at select restaurants, buffet options, meal specials, and live entertainment at the hotels, which I think I would probably choose to have it over at Portofino because just out in that Bay Area would be very nice. And then this one I wouldn't have covered, but other than the fact I'm sitting at a tiki bar and I just killed 2 beers, Isle New Bar, I should say, introduced a new frozen pure cider drink on that one. I heard it's not the worst, but not the best, but it comes in a tiki cup.
Oh, my God.
So just because of Bill and sitting at a tiki bar, I had to bring that one up.
The tiki gods are pleased. I don't know if you can see them up there, but they're happy. So thank you, sir.
You're welcome. It is $14 for that, by the way.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah. Upsize it supposedly for a larger one and a larger tiki cup. But that's what it looks like.
All right.
It's more like a glass.
It's like a molded glass looking tiki.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks like it has a brain freeze.
There you go. There you go.
So.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dave Indy, with your Universal News. Certainly appreciate it. I am a little bittersweet about the whole Groove thing because the Groove contains many memories for a lot of people there. The Groove was such a huge part of City Walk when it first opened. There would be a line that would go all the way up to Burger King. Like, it was insane. And if you weren't there...
The Whopper Bar.
Yeah, if you weren't there early, you weren't getting in. I had a lot of great memories there. So,
and that unfortunately also killed or helped kill Cheyenne Saloon and Church Street Station.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it doesn't surprise me that they... what does surprise me, though, is... that they've lasted as long as they have, because that was a haven for drugs. I mean, just unbelievable. Drugs were coming in and out of that place like you wouldn't believe. I'm surprised they didn't have their own exit and entrance for that. So.
Oh, I did. You just had to know how to knock.
Oh, is that it? The Red Room. A lot of good memories there. So, hi, dear.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Not
you?
confused with the
Outstanding.
woodshed.
Insert awkward silence here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in my lovely wife, Tanya, with your Disney
There
news.
goes that awkward science.
Hi. Merry Christmas, everyone. And for Disney news, the Flower and Garden Festival dates have been released.
Woo!
The popular festival springs up on March 2nd. See what I did there? Huh?
Spring up. She's a professional.
Yeah, I know.
She's been up all night thinking about it.
She's been working on that for the last week, bro.
Yeah, anyway.
Seriously.
So March 2nd and runs through July 4th. So like 125 days.
Which is pretty much the standard, right?
Now, yeah.
Yeah. They've always got something going almost back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not the arts festival, it's the Flower and Garden. If
Which
it's not the
leads
Flower
right
and Garden,
into
to
the
food and wine. And then there's probably something in the
A
middle
holiday
of it.
one.
The festival of holidays. So there's always something going on there.
Just tell me they're bringing back concerts. That's all I care about.
Well, I was just going to go through some of the stuff. So a new main entrance topiary display will feature Goofy and a 50th birthday themed cake.
Please make it pink like the castle was.
Oh my God, stop
That
it.
would be awesome.
Stop it.
That would be awesome.
18 outdoor kitchens. Garden Rock concert series will return.
Yes.
I know. I'm so excited about that. It was nice to pop in and see some of the concerts and everything. I enjoyed doing that.
Herman and the Hermits are back.
Right?
They were a staple, I think, to that one.
Yeah, and obviously as we get closer, the dates and who will be performing will be released.
Not to interrupt, but did you hear about the whole Andy Garcia and the candlelight ceremonial?
No.
No.
It did not go well, from what I understand. Like, he was doing his bit, like he was trying to act on stage instead of just doing what he was supposed to be doing, and it did not go over well.
It's a very somber experience.
Yeah.
Supposed to read, not improv.
It's
He acted like he was on stage, right? So
you're reading
it
the
was
story of Mary and Joseph.
People thought he was drunk. That's how bad it was.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
For his sake,
So
I hope he says he was.
I doubt that Disney's going to ask him back because it did not go well, from what I understand.
That's
Wow.
a shame.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And obviously, new merch galore will be coming
yeah,
out.
shocker.
I know, right?
Open your wallets.
Yeah.
And just
talk
a
about my wallet.
reminder that the art festival starts January 14th and runs through February 21st. Run Disney event dates also have been released for the rest of 2022 and into 2023. So November 3rd through the 6th is going to be the Wine and Dine Half Marathon Weekend. January 4th through the 8th, 2023 will be the Walt Disney Marathon Weekend. February 23rd through the 26th of 2023 is the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend. And April 13th through the 16th of 2023 will be the Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend.
There it is.
So I don't know if we'll see the same races that we did that's coming up this year, or if they're going to have completely different races. I don't know the answer to that, but just a reminder for some of the dates that we have coming up. This year, Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend is January 5th through the 9th. So if the parks seem a little bit busier, you're going to have people
Lots
in for
of
Marathon
runners.
Weekend. Yeah. And everything is sold out race-wise. So unless I don't know if there's any charity groups that still have anything available, but through the Run Disney site, it's completely sold out.
Yeah, listen, Run Disney is a very popular thing, and COVID kind of killed it there for a little while, but we had successfully did one in person, and the word got out how successful that was, and now everybody's trying to get back into it, and it's like trying to get tickets. Like we were able to get into that one race, right?
Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
Sold out in minutes.
I think it was like 3 minutes it was sold out. And we were able to get in, which is awesome. So that was our very first Run Disney experience together, and so it's exciting.
Second? Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, the Halloween one.
Yeah.
So we're very much looking forward to this one again. You know,
and when is that one? When is the one you're running?
March 31st.
And it was cool because
night race.
The night races are much cooler than the day races, in my opinion.
This is really the only night race that Disney is doing at this point. So
and the different little challenges that they have and stuff, it just raises the bar a little bit more than the regular stuff. So
yeah, and then February 24th through the 22nd, February 24th through the 27th of 2022 is the Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend. And then what we were just talking about, the Run Disney Springtime Surprise weekend is March 31st through April 3rd. And that one actually still has some stuff available. The Expedition Everest is sold out, but the Race for the Taste 10K still has slots available, and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror 10 miler still has some spots open as well.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, and then the challenge is sold out.
Yeah, shocker.
So
all I'm going to say is somebody's missing out, and it's Paramount Pictures. I don't care if Disney or Universal gets it. They're missing a Run Forest Run event.
Right?
Oh my God. That would be such an awesome one for Universal to do. I mean, they got restaurant.
Yeah, so that's why I was looking to see who had it while you were talking.
Yeah,
that would be a good run
Forest
Universal.
Run, right? That would be good. But last but not least, hours for New Year's Eve. I think this is probably going to be your final times and updates for it. Epcot is now open till 1 a.m. It was previously open till midnight. Magic Kingdom is still open till 1 a.m. New Year's Eve fireworks have returned to both the Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
So they're ramping up, dude. They're going full throttle with New Year's Eve.
So Magic Kingdom on December 30th and the 31st, Fantasy in the Sky fireworks will be formed at 11:50 p.m. Disney Enchantment will be performed at 6:30 on both days as well. And then over at Epcot, they will have a special countdown fireworks show called Cheers to the New Year, a sparkling celebration, starting at 11:54 p.m. And Harmonious will also occur at 6:30 that evening as well.
And a little pro tip, if you guys are looking to celebrate New Year's Eve at Disney, highly recommend Epcot.
Yes.
Phenomenal. And the park's not that busy because a lot of people don't know about it, but I think it's starting to catch on. So,
well, I went on to try and make reservations for Epcot, and Epcot was sold out for pass holders. I was able to make something for Magic Kingdom, but I went on yesterday just to see if anything had opened up, and there's no parks available at all for pass holders.
Which is strange, you know what I mean? Because Magic Kingdom is usually gone.
Yeah. And if you're at Universal, since they're not doing anything other than food and stuff, I say make it over to Aventura and go to Bar 17 on the roof.
Yes, sir.
Watch the fireworks all around.
Yep. Or go to Sunset Walk down at Margaritaville.
Yes.
Or go to Sapphire Falls.
There you go, too.
Yeah, but you can't see the fireworks from there.
True.
Create your own. Is that what you're doing, Bill?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Person changed you,
you know, Sapphire Falls is the best hotel in Universal, far and away.
Well, fine, you can spend the night there, but go to the roof bar and watch the fireworks.
You can go to the roof on Sapphire Falls too. You might get a little
thrown out.
You know,
slide off because it's at an angle.
You might have some resistance from security, but outside of that, you should be good.
Well, I know people that's work security there, so you're okay.
So, is that it? Are you done, sweetie?
I am done, yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Miss Tanya with your Disney news.
And Bill let that zinger go right past him.
Yeah, I did. I didn't hear it.
I said I've known people that's worked security at Universal, so you're good.
Oh.
Now he is like, oh. I'll say it slower.
That was a long time ago.
In a land far, far away.
That's right. And speaking of time.
Before prison.
It's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring in Mr. Jokes over here. And this is your Ask Indy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is your segment where you can ask questions for Mr. Dave Indy, and he'll bring him on the air and answer your questions. So
I'll probably die because my last words will be something smart ass. You know that.
You know that. Absolutely.
I already know that. It's going to be like, I said something.
Absolutely.
So this is from Tina from Virginia. She wants to know how many lights are on Cinderella's castle for Christmas. Y'all want to take a guess? Huh?
How many lights are on Cinderella's castle for Christmas?
The big netting, white ones that they put up.
Yeah, but they're not doing that this year.
Well, they still had answers from the past.
True.
And maybe in the future.
I
Scrooge.
hope so, because I missed that.
They'll get back
There
to
was
it.
nothing better than seeing the castle.
The icicles.
Yeah, that was just, I still remember the first time I saw it.
Yeah, nobody cares. So your guess.
Wow.
Love you. Mean it. How
Go
many?
ahead and guess then, smartass.
I know the answer. 10,302.
God, I love when he does math.
We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. There's your Ask Indy. What's your guess?
I'm going to say... I'm going to say like 500,000.
350,000 lights are used to recreate the Dream Castle look on that one. That's basically enough to cover 1,758-foot Christmas trees, and it takes about 7 to 8 weeks to install the lights. So roughly about how long it takes for you to decorate your house for Christmas, Bill.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
and the 10,000 lights was referring to the lights that I have here on the house.
yeah, not the Christmas trees.
No, but wow, I wouldn't even cover a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
At Disney. See,
Ah!
you were right there.
Yeah.
Well, I was over.
Better than his
but
10,000,
yeah,
something,
exactly.
Yeah, I got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dave Indy with your Ask Indy. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it.
Of course.
Very interesting stuff.
Got to keep them holiday themed right now, so I'm looking for those.
So keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Hit us up on Facebook. And if you have any questions, hit up Dave Indy, and he'll bring them on the air. So with that being said, we're going to get to Random Topic.
Random Topic.
So as you know, the parks are an absolute madhouse right now.
Yeah.
People are everywhere. So much for COVID, right? But it's going to remain that way throughout New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the express passes are selling out between Christmas and New Year's already at Universal in a few days.
Our friends at dangtravelers.com, good old Dave and Angela, decided to share the top 10 most festival things you can do in Orlando during the holidays that has nothing to do with the parks. So say if you're one of those people who don't like being around other people, which seems to be pretty popular these days.
Yeah. Orlando is not the place for you then.
So,
exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Random Topic.
Random Topic.
Well, first let's get some Christmas spirit going on here.
Said Bill at no time.
Right? Crazy.
It's recorded now.
Right?
We got proof that Bill said it.
Yes.
Number 10, Snowflow Mountain.
That's the one over near Tampa. Yes.
That's Snow
Well,
Ridge.
hang
No,
on.
it's not
Settle
Snow
down.
Ridge.
Settle down. It's also in Kissimmee.
What?
Yep. Gaylord Palms Resort created a one-in-a-kind experience each holiday season. Last year's pop-up theme was the Christmas story, obviously. This year, it's the Snow Factory, where you can tube down ice slides and hilly ice coasters. It's at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center in Kissimmee from the 19th to January 2nd, and it's $21.99 a person.
Well,
right?
there you go.
There you go. Number 9. Now, this is interesting because some of these are like, wow, really? I didn't know that. And then some of them are like, really? Like, really? You know what I mean? So,
Really?
yeah, really. Cirque du Soleil Spirit of Christmas, 25-minute interactive show chock full of whimsical costumes, colorful characters, and daring showmanship is at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center in Kissimmee, November 19th through the January 2nd.
I forgot that was the name of it.
1 p.m. to and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then they have 1 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sundays. Very interesting.
Yes.
Prices are vary from seat and showtime. Adults are $11.99 to $29.99. Kids are $4.99 to $19.99. Tickets have been released and must be reserved for all shows. So you only have a little bit left here. I mean, obviously, it started in November, but you have till, whatever.
January 2nd.
Right. So, and then there's also a parking fee you got to pay for. So
Of course.
Always.
yeah. So
Go there, make it a dinner date, probably get your validation.
now, these people were stressing that you can do this stuff without being at the parks. But then some of these, you're there. You may not be in the parks, but you're there.
I was there, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, number 8, Disney Hollywood fireworks from outside the park. So you don't necessarily have to be in Disney World theme park to enjoy the fireworks display. Our favorite location is the Grand Floridian Pier, where you could see the electrical water pageant and the Magic Kingdom's fireworks from the lake above, or above the lake.
Well, then I'm sitting at the Tiki Bar over at the Polynesian.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. A great option on a cold night is eating at Narcoossee's, their signature restaurant known for its seafood. And you'll feel like you're part of the show when you hear the Wishes Nighttime Spectacular music and the accompanying narration coming from overhead.
Well, considering it hasn't been Wishes for quite a number of years.
There you go. It's true. But you get the point, though,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
I mean, this is a bit dated, but...
well, you can still sit there and listen to Enchantment now.
yes. So,
Chanting.
number 7, check out a resort or two. See, that's the thing. Like they're saying, these are things that you could do without going to the parks. But if you're in these resorts, you're at the parks. Okay, you're not in the parks, but you're there. So
Yeah.
that shouldn't count. But I digress.
But you don't need a ticket or pay to get into the resorts.
Yeah. Number 7, at Christmas time in Orlando, many of the Walt Disney World resorts go above and beyond with their lights and decorations and cookies, hot chocolate,
Yummy.
maybe a gingerbread house or two.
Carousel.
Beach Club.
Wilderness. You guys want to fight it out? Or what? Wilderness Lodge is ranked number 1 for many travelers for its rustic feel and roaring fireplaces. Have to say,
I agree.
I would agree.
Phenomenal.
One of our favorites.
The Grand Floridian has a life-size gingerbread house. Now, last year they didn't do the gingerbreads, right?
It is back this year.
They did small versions, though, right?
Yeah.
They didn't do like the massive ones, but the massive ones are back.
Yes.
They have a sweep shop inside. They have ornaments, cookies, miniature gingerbread houses, all kinds of fun stuff. So the Wilderness Lodge, you guys obviously know where that is, and the Grand Floridian is right on the lake there. So anytime during the month of December, and you get 3 hours complimentary park if you have restaurant reservations at most hotels. Or you could take public transportation, which Dave usually says, go somewhere and jump on a bus.
Yep.
From Disney Springs.
Yep.
As far as I know, they don't check room keys.
Here's the bonus in that at 3 p.m., the piano player at the Floridian starts, and there's a Prince and Princess that comes out at 3:30 every day except for Tuesdays.
What they got going on Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, there it is. Number 6, I hesitate to announce this because I know my wife is going to get all giddy here.
Not Gideon's.
snow celebration at Celebration Town Center. Close your eyes, hold your hands, and wish for snow, even in 70/80 degree Florida night with palm trees overhead in the town of Celebration as you celebrate the magic of believing what will happen. No one cares that it's a machine throwing soap in the air.
It's
Well,
Snope.
No.
It's
Called Snope
Snope.
is actually
Snope.
now the new word.
But the kids will squeal with delight as tiny snowflakes land on their noses and dance around Christmas music with
do
speakers.
it on Main Street, and I do it at Disney Springs. So
She has a problem.
no.
It's snowing. That's soap, dear.
Hold on, let me go to the
Same
kitchen.
difference.
Wow. Celebration
You
Town
can make
Center.
the same soap when you wash your dishes.
Right.
Unbelievable. Now, last year they didn't have this because of COVID. I don't remember if they're doing it this year. I think it was limited dates this year.
What, Snope?
The Snope thing in celebration.
Yeah,
So-
I don't remember.
Number 5, the Orlando Christmas Boat Parades. They've been going on for a while now, since almost the end of November. December 19th at 7 p.m. will be North Lake Conway at the Point, Little Lake Conway, and they'll run clockwise. And also to be announced, I'm thinking they're going to do this closer to New Year's, but Winter Park, Rollins College Beachfront Student Center is going to have one as well.
That's cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, a couple of the boat
Yeah.
parades in a couple areas. I want to say over towards Tampa. I know they used to do some, and
Mm-hmm.
they just did a golf cart one over in Litchfield on the East Orlando.
Number 4, Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail.
Yay.
This one over here. Expect at least 24 holiday trees, each decorated with different Disney characters and themes, with a few additions. Inspired by the world's magic celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
Different than the strolls that we've seen on previous years, they have all different kinds of trees. Star Wars, Little Mermaid, Toy Story, Beauty and the Beast. What were some other ones you saw?
Lion King, Moana,
Cars, I think.
Tiana.
Tiana was out there, right?
No Cars.
Maybe that
There was
last year.
there was a Marvel tree this year.
You also find Mickey-shaped pretzels, holiday drinks, and seasonal ornaments along the way. Don't be surprised if you get snowed on.
Snoped.
That's not snow. So, number 3. I didn't know this one. This one's interesting. Dazzling Nights at Harry P. Lou Gardens.
Yes.
Is that that's a resounding yes from Dave Indy.
I haven't done it, but I have seen a lot of photos from it,
Okay.
and it looks good.
Really?
An
And
ornament
I've always wanted to go to those gardens.
An ornament
It's pretty.
Christmas tree will greet your family before entering the forest of fog and lights with a small chance of snow. Wander through the 65-foot tunnel of lights, the 185 colorful Moroccan lanterns, and illuminated rose garden while dancing holiday tunes. It's a surefire way of kicking off your Christmas vibes this year.
See, I've seen the tunnel pictures and stuff, so
Wind's picking up. I think we got some weather moving in here. It's at 1920 North Forest Avenue in Orlando. It runs from November 19th to January 9th.
it's Nara Gideon's over there.
Yeah.
Time entry between 5:30 and 9. It's $25 a person, must be prepaid, plus $12 per car for parking.
It's a pretty park if you've never been.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever been there, have we?
No.
No, it's pretty nice.
All right, number 2.
January 8th and 9th is a Saturday and Sunday.
Settle down, Sparky. You already got tickets to the number 1 on this list, so you need to settle down. All right, number 2. We're getting to the top here. Lights on Jeter Bend.
Where?
Jeter Bend? I got nothing.
I've never heard of it.
A spectacular synchronized music and light display on Jeter Bend in the town of Celebration. So if
Maybe that's
you
the
will be
curve area.
in Orlando for your Christmas break, park your car and walk along the street for a dazzling show between the neighbors. It's pretty much like measuring of the penises between the neighbors, and they got the whole thing going on.
Go on full Griswold.
That's right. Christmas lights sparkle in unison with the houses across the street dancing with music onto the loudspeaker. It's only a couple of years before we have that in our cul-de-sac. I don't know if you've seen the Christmas war we got going on in the cul-de-sac right now, but
You need to get the little laser and the dancing lights.
Bro,
just letting you know.
It's only a matter of time now before I got the whole, like orchestra with the lights and the lasers and the playing every 15 minutes kind of thing, So
go for it.
And what do you think number one is? The number one thing to do in Orlando for Christmas without going to the parks? Any ideas?
The lights over at Give Kids the World.
That would be correct.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or the next one, if it wasn't Orlando, I was going to say Daytona Racetrack actually has Christmas lights you can drive at.
There's
you could drive on the track.
Yeah,
and literally drive through. It's like
there's
a tunnel.
something out at St. Petersburg this year too called Enchanted.
Yeah. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, your number one thing to do outside of the theme parks for Christmas is Night of Million Lights for the second year in a row. Third year in a row now. Give Kids the World Village has opened its doors to outside visitors throughout the year. This nonprofit resort usually provides free vacations to families with critically ill children, but have to close during the pandemic, right? So now they're back open. The entire property is transformed into Orlando Christmas Village, which raises money for future trips.
And if you missed the Osborne Life Festival from Hollywood Studios.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you remember the Osborne Festival of Lights, which was one of the best things Disney ever had, they have taken those lights and donated 3.3 million lights to this group so that they can do this. And it's raised millions and millions of dollars for this cause, which is wonderful.
Definitely
yes,
worth
it is.
it.
So it runs, obviously, from November 14th to January 2nd every year. And I am happy to say that we have obtained tickets for the very last show on the very last day.
Yay!
We will be attending the January 2nd, 8 o'clock show.
Nice.
I'm excited.
And
to see it.
threw a little extra cash their way to support their cause, which was the right thing to do. So this is definitely something that I would like to support on a regular basis. So Willy Wonka-inspired buildings, castles, all kinds of stuff. So Princess will be going.
Yay.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The top 10 things that you can do in Orlando.
So Tanya's taking you is what you're saying.
Yes. Without going to the parks. I mean, if you're one of those people who don't feel comfortable being around a lot of people, being in these parks during Christmas time is not the place for you. I'm going to tell you right now, there's not a lot of places where you can go to get away from people in these parks. So just keep that in mind. These parks are going to be enormously packed.
Yes, like I said, the express passes are selling out already at Universal.
And they're like $300 right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're up there.
Stupid.
Probably to something, I'm sure.
Unbelievable.
But they've already got some days that are sold out. So,
all right, on to sponsors. Obviously, as you guys know, we've been doing a lot of changes here in UDN. We'll continue to move forward. But one thing stays the same. Our main sponsor, Rockstars and Flowers, they have been with us for years, and we certainly appreciate their sponsorship. Rockstars and Flowers is a group of artists that are from Wilson, North Carolina, and they do murals. They do paintings of rock stars, important people, your favorite stuff. Like if you're stalking some kind of celebrity and you want this huge mural of that person in your bedroom for some reason, you can go to these guys and they'll paint the picture and they'll put some flowers in the background and everything. They do their own signature touch. You got to be into what they're doing to really appreciate it.
yes.
But it's well worth it. So go check them out. Rockstars and Flowers Facebook page. They have an Instagram page, and their website is rockstarsandflowersart.com. So at this point, what I'd like to do is, being that it's the holidays.
That's the most festive he's been.
I know, right? It's
Right?
nice to see.
No, not so
Usually
much.
I get Grinch.
Prison changes a man.
Bro, you don't even know. You don't even know right now. But what I'd like to do is we have given gifts to each other. So happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Dave. Merry
Definitely.
Christmas, my
Merry
love.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
This will be
He was still
the
talking to me.
This is this is the last podcast that we're going to do before the holidays.
This is probably a pretty good thing
So-
that we're not videoing and putting this on YouTube.
Yeah, the look.
I'm a little nervous now to open these gifts, but
Yeah.
we're going to do a quick gift exchange. So go ahead and take your gifts. Try not to scare Kona. We'll start with Tanya. Go ahead and start.
Why don't we just all do it?
You want to do it
Kind
all
of-
at once?
Yeah,
You
we're
wanna do it
kind
all
of
at
like
once?
time constraint here.
We're not really time constraint. I mean, it's the
Wow.
holidays, right? So we're gonna go ahead and open our presents now.
Replacement filters, just what I want.
How exciting!
For Bill, it's replacement filters.
It's somebody to take my wife to the parks. How exciting!
I can take myself to the parks, and I go frequently by myself to the parks. So
Well, now you do, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you got? What do you got? I got some Christmas music left. What do you got?
Gideon's Bakehouse shirt.
There you go,
yeah,
ladies
with
and gentlemen.
Krampus on it.
Krampus.
Yep.
So Dave's got the Krampus long sleeve shirt.
Ooh, a candle.
And the Krampus Gideon's candle, which is peppermint scented.
And I got her own squirrel.
Yeah, oh yeah. Stick your nose in that candle, son.
Earl the squirrel mug.
Oh, that smells good. I might eat this damn thing.
Yeah. I think it smells like one of those Andes mints.
Yeah,
things.
that's what I was thinking.
Or
Yeah, I'll
York
definitely-
peppermint patty.
Note to self: do not get drunk and eat it.
No,
Yes, note to
that
self.
would be a bad thing.
Jesus, dude.
Oh wow!
So I almost put
Tanya?
those in a scrapbook or frames, and then I was like, I don't know what you want to do with them. So
They are old school photos of Disneyland. There's one of the Tiki Room, circa 1955, and the Disneyland Hotel has the monorail in the picture. as
So if you can
well.
imagine, they're landscaped 8x11 pictures,
black and whites.
black
and whites of old school Disney.
Oh, and Walt at Disneyland, circa, and these are all circa 1955. And it was the Disneyland stage lines, U.S. Mail, and there's kids in there, and Walt is on the outside.
Those are actually really cool, man. Where did you get
Yeah.
those?
Believe it or not, my little tiki spot.
Is that right? They had them at the Tiki place?
Yeah.
And Rocket to the
Wow.
Moon, Disneyland Town Square.
Oh my God. Where did you get this?
I had it made.
What?
Remember all those questions I was asking?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Wow.
I had it had search and rescue, and I reached out to the guy, and he had it changed to operations. All I had to do was message him.
Wow.
It was either that
this
or the
is
either that or the UDN Speedos, so I went with that.
well, you know, I would have leaned to the Speedos.
That last picture though with Walt, I know you have with Mickey, but I found out something interesting. That was the last photo of Walt and Mickey together before he passed.
Really?
Oh, really?
one- yeah, that
I
was-
didn't know that.
I watched Disney Plus recently, and I watched the behind the scenes one, or the attractions, and I watched the trains one, which is like episode 7 or whatever, and it actually showed that, and that's when it said that, and I was like, wow, I did not know that.
This is very,
Very
very
cool.
cool. Thank you for getting this for me. This is a U.S. Coast Guard Station Almirada Law Enforcement Operations, Florida Keys
Mm-hmm.
wooden plaque.
Yeah.
This is
That's
very, very
cool.
nice.
And
Very, very
typical
nice.
Florida Keys colors.
And
Yeah.
tiki and everything, so
Yeah.
I tried to keep
Yeah.
the circle
there's
of
a
life.
conch shell.
Yeah. See that? It's got the conch shell and
Yeah.
and
Very cool.
that's
Yeah.
very, very cool, man. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah, I love these. Thank you.
This is cool. And it's going to look good up against the teal with the
It
pink.
will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very, very nice. Thank you, Dave.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Aw.
Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen, from UDN. It is the holiday season. We're going to start that up again. One more
Yeah,
time.
Merry
before you go.
Christmas and Happy
Definitely.
New Year.
I
We
know.
will see you in the new year.
2022.
That's true. That's true. One last couple of business
Yeah.
before we take off. First off, this podcast is dedicated to Ken Salvatore. Now, Ken is a high school buddy of mine who passed away yesterday. He got sick and didn't recover. And so he's been a staple in our high school for a long, long time. We had a very close Facebook group with our high school. We didn't do a reunion, so we created a high school Facebook group.
Like a little circle.
Yeah, and we've always stayed in touch. And Ken is somebody who I ran track with in high school. Yeah. And Ken was also very involved with the high school after he graduated. He was part of the several committees with the high school, and he was also in charge of the Hall of Fame of the high school. Unfortunately, he passed away yesterday at 51. So this podcast is dedicated to him. So with the holiday season, we'd like to pass on a couple of things. Knowing that, it's very important not to get distracted by the commercialization of the holidays. Year after year, we have to be thankful that we're still together and that we still have the availability to spend time with each other.
Yes.
Christmas is not about what's under the tree. It's about who's around it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you could tell, the last couple of years have been really rough on us. And there's been a lot of people who've passed away. So say a prayer to all of those loved ones who we've lost, and be hopeful for amazing 2022, and just be thankful for what you have, because it can all come to an end very, very quickly. Happy holidays from UDN.
At least he did it, not us.
I was waiting for it. It didn't come. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in these parks, God bless you. I hope you like people. And be safe. Have fun. Happy holidays from UDN, everybody. We love you very much. Thank you for listening to the podcast. And once again, if you're in these parks, have fun. Be safe. And we will see you next year.
Happy New Year.
You have been listening to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. Please visit our website at worldofudn.com and join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest updates, news, and events from your favorite theme parks. See you in 2 weeks.